We're back with Slade Grove from Slade Grove Creative Gourmet, and you're going to teach us a super simple recipe, but super yummy. But before we do that, I just have to show this real quick. Dr. Shoemate, he wanted me to make sure that we mention this. If you go to the walkingworks.com website, you can actually get this pedometer for just a couple bucks. So that was kind of cool. So forgot to mention that. So there we go. We just throw that in there. But in the meantime, we're going to eat cookies.
We're going to eat cookies. Well, you can incorporate the walking by parking a little bit further from the entrance of the grocery store.
Yes, yes.
Like out in the parking lot. I've started doing that because I know I'm gaining weight, so I park a little bit further away and walk further into the store.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's my rule of thumb on that. I think that's a great idea, but because you use such clean ingredients,
Yep.
You know what? There's no harm in indulging in some dessert, especially if you're using the right ingredients.
Correct. That is true. Everything is okay as long as it's in moderation if it is a clean ingredient.
Yes.
Like all natural butters. Don't use margarines. If you have margarines, throw them away. They're spun plastic.
Spun plastic?
They're spun plastic. Know how they make that stuff?
Don't even go there.
Crazy. You know, and your sugars, make sure you're using real cane sugar versus beet sugar, because a lot of manufacturers will actually use beet sugar in the sugar, and if it doesn't say 100% pure cane sugar on the package, it's probably beet sugar versus cane sugar.
What's wrong with beet sugar?
Beet sugar, well...
Beet or beet?
Beet.
Okay.
You know, the beet.
Yeah.
It's just another sugar substitute. It's not 100% cane. And I prefer using the real cane sugar versus beet sugar.
Well, I'm gonna go with what you said.
You got to read the ingredients, and like with the heavy whipping cream, they even put sugar in heavy whipping cream now. You got to read the ingredient label, see if they're stacking sugar in the whipping cream. Okay, so 6 basic ingredients. All you need to do is cream 1.5 sticks of butter, a cup of sugar,
unsalted.
Unsalted again. You bet.
See, I was paying attention.
And
so
then
some unsalted butter.
Unsalted butter, a cup of sugar, 1 egg.
And this is cane sugar.
Cane sugar. And then you're going to toss in 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, not baking soda, and about 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt.
Okay.
And you're going to mix it together until it's incorporated, and you're going to end up with what almost is like a shortbread crust. A cookie is a hybrid between a shortbread and a soft sugar cookie.
So Slade, real quick, because we are talking about ingredients and being real clean. What would happen if you used wheat flour in these cookies? Would it give it a whole different...
It would give it a whole different texture because it'll be a little bit tougher and a little bit stiffer cookie.
Okay.
You could substitute wheat flour if you want to. I would actually add about another tablespoon of butter into it if you're going to use wheat flour, because wheat flour produces a little bit more gluten and forms a little bit stiffer.
I've noticed that when I use wheat flour or try to substitute, because you know what, we're trying to eat healthy, it totally changes up the recipe and how
you need a
things
little
turn
bit more
out.
moisture to help compensate.
Good to know. Okay, so
then all you need to do is, I use a number 40 scoop, which is about 3/4 of an ounce scoop. Scoop your dough into a ball. It's the easiest way to do it. Roll it again in sugar. I'm using sugar in the roll, and then place it on your cookie sheet. The important thing to remember is you're going to need about 2 inches of space between each dough ball, because these do spread a little bit as they bake because of all the butter in them. And then what you're going to end up with is this beautiful little basic cookie.
Oh.
Now the thing to remember is that on the edges, you just want them light brown. If you go dark brown, the cookies are overdone.
Okay, because I would think, everybody's waiting for them to turn brown.
Right, don't.
You're going to overcook them if you do.
You're going to overcook them, and you'll have a tough cookie. So just lightly brown, because they continue what we call, they continue to bake on the cooking sheet.
Yeah.
So, because of the heat of the sheet, it continues to bake the cookie just to the right time. You're going to cook them about 350 to 375 degrees. You're going to go for about 12 minutes.
Did you make these too?
Those are the amarettis.
Oh, look at these.
Yeah, those are amarettis.
Is this the same recipe?
No, this is not. This is the next segment.
Oh, this is what we're going to do next.
Yeah, this is an almond cookie, which is also gluten-free.
Look at that. Those are adorable and just the perfect, well, I guess you just can't eat the whole thing just because they're small.
A couple's okay.
Okay. And real quickly, I want to mention, you have, because you are so passionate about clean eating, you have products that you sell on your website.
We do.
And this is just kind of an idea here of some of them.
This is our newest product, which is our all-natural caramels and caramel sauce. And the nice thing about our sauce is truly gourmet because we don't use any corn syrups.
Okay.
If you look at ingredients nowadays, they're putting corn syrup in barbecue sauce, they're putting corn syrup in everything, and a lot of your gourmet sauces are made with corn syrup as the base. We actually use a simple sugar solution that we make and render down in the kitchen to make the thickness of the caramel sauce.
Excellent. So an array of products, you can only find them on his website. So guess what? We have all the information of where you can buy those products at sonoranliving.com, and we're going to do those almond cookies.
The amaretto cookies.
Amaretto cookies coming up in just a little bit.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Slade.